my crew of great iconness and my ship of many numbers, we are going to destroy these 3 pirates by orbiting around them. Greetings and welcome to Weird Wednesday. That's right, we're back with more weird and wonderful action on Weird Wednesday, and this week we are playing Windward. We are on the high seas, the salty seas, and weird, many islanded or inlets. I mean, it's almost like rivers or like a delta or something rather than a sea. But this will become why it's like this will become apparent as we continue to play. I almost didn't make this, but we're going to press on with it, and I will explain why as we go. So we are the weird pirate in the pirate ship that we are unable to name, but we all know it's the Dubious Endeavour. The pirate ship, the Dubious Endeavour. We're not actually pirates. I'm not sure if it's possible to be pirates. Pirates are our enemy. We belong to this red faction. But we are the warmongery type faction, which is much more fun than the other factions. But we're going to do a little bit of questing because we've only got 771 gold, and after doing loads and loads of warring, I made relatively little, if any, gold out of it. So let's go and do this. Discover Brackerfall. Pick up cargo in Brackerfall. Fine, we'll take both of those. Accept. Pick up cargo in Brackerfall. Accept. Our cargo bay, the entire massive cargo bay of our sloop, is now filled with 2 bits of paper. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, but we have to deal with it. So we can't buy any additional cargo. We just have to accept that we have picked up the 2 missions. What you have to understand about this game, it looks like a kind of Sid Meier's Pirates type game, right? But don't be fooled. That is not what this game is. It has trading. It has questing. It has exploration. But it is not... It's not a game about any of those things. It is a skirmish game. Kind of an RTS in a sense. I mean... Basically, you have control points, you have to go and capture the control points, and if you don't, then the pirates will have them and they will spawn pirate ships and overwhelm the area. So it's a war game, essentially, you know, or like a skirmish game in which you control 1 unit. The other things that you can do, I get the impression they're there only to give you a means of effectively grinding cash to upgrade your ship to be better at the skirmish game part. Which is a little disappointing, I have to say, but the skirmish game part is actually very good fun, and I do love the way the ships move, and you know, it's a very pretty game, so it's definitely got something. I really wish he hadn't said, oh, it's released now, this is the release version, because it kind of implies that he's happy with the state of the game, and I would see this game as a game which is in early access and is promising, but still needs a lot of stuff added. We'll go through those as we go, but it is quite a fun game when you accept it for what it is, which is a skirmish war game and not an adventure role-playing game, effectively. Doing quests and trading with towns lets them grow in size, offering better loot. So you kind of need to do the quest grinding and trading with towns in order to grow your town so that they are better and able to provide you with more upgrades and stuff. Right. Seal cargo shipment, which has to go back to John. Do we have any other quests going back to John by any chance? Sightseeing trips are just a pain. We're not going to do one because it means we're not fighting. If we're doing a sightseeing trip, deliver cargo to Apertville. Where is that? Apertville. Oh, wait. No, wait. What did I see? I saw Hunt Down a Pirate. There are rumors of opportunistic pirate known as Kurdzes roaming the waters near Brackerfall. The merchants are willing to pitch in and pay for someone to hunt him down. Sounds like too much sailing to me, but maybe. Too much sailing? What are you talking about, man? This is far more interesting sailing than sightseeing or many of the other jobs that you encourage me to do. Right, let us head... Should we head down to John? Or we're actually at Brackerfall, which is where the pirate is. Should we... Let's head north a little way and just sort of explore this area, like push back the fog of war, the ever-popular fog of war, and see if we can find this pirate in this area. There are also these chests. You can find all sorts of things in these chests, by the way. We got some gold out of that one. But it's not uncommon to find an entire crew floating in a chest on the sea, which doesn't make much sense until, of course, you accept that crews are just ship upgrades, and you know, and they're just power-ups, basically, you know, and that's a power-up, you know, and you collect it, and you improve your ship, and you're able to go and do more skirmishing. Right, it doesn't look like the pirate is up here anyway. So so let's head south. Let's head down to John and see if we can drop off this cargo, and maybe we'll run into the pirate on the way. Who knows? Let us just continue on. Wind is fairly gentle at the moment, so I guess we're not moving very quickly for that reason. We've got sort of slack sails. Here we go. We don't actually have to stop at John, by the way. We just have to like sail past it. Here we go. Pick up cargo in John. There we go. We did it. We picked up the cargo in John. We delivered the cargo to John, or we did something in John. We didn't actually have to stop. We don't have to go into the town. We don't have to do any of those things. And that's why I say it's not really an adventure role-playing game. You know, it's just a... I just have to tag it. You know, it's a game, is what it is. It's a skirmish game, and treat it like that, and you will have a lot more fun in it, I think. Let's go and pick up this game pickup that's just floating around for us to pick it up. That's good. Now, if we were to continue to sail off to the east there, we would leave this sort of zone, this level, I guess you would call it, and would be a more difficult zone. And as you sort of progress away from the starter zones, they would get progressively more difficult, I suspect. Not actually gotten more than about 2 away from it, because the pirates start to get a bit crazy, and you need the gold to upgrade your ship to be able to compete with the pirates and be able to have a chance of taking over those zones. And you don't seem to get a lot of gold from fighting pirates. It seems to be mostly you have to grind the quests and grind the trading in order to make the gold to give you the ability to go and do it. Which I don't know. I understand why he did it, but I think the game would actually be tighter if you just got gold for killing pirate ships and that was it. Oh. Capture Lonan. A nearby town has been captured by pirates. Lonan. Okay, fine. We'll head to Lonan soon. Once we've hunted down this pirate. I guess it's that one there that has been captured by pirates. So we're heading in basically the right direction as we hunt down the pirate Carexia. Come on, mateys! Put your backs into it. I know we're sailing against the wind here, but we need to hunt down this pirate and defeat him before he takes over all of the land. It's quite a slow-paced game, which wouldn't be a problem if it was a deep and enjoyable experience, those slow-paced parts. But actually, what I found anyway is that I was resenting those sections of the game because I was only doing them to make the goal to go and do the interesting stuff, which was fighting pirates and doing things. Speaking of pirates. Pow! Right, so basically we'll auto-fire at him as long as we're presenting our broadside, and then we can do these like special actions as well. There we go. In this case, the only special action I have is a reckless volley, which I will do from time to time, but basically he's doomed. Look, he's doomed. Pow! We got him! We got him, mateys! How did this happen to me? Great, we'll pick up his loot, which was 6 bits of log. What can I say? 6 bits of log. That's what his loot was. We'll pick up that. 10 gold. So that random bit of floating flotsam was arguably better than the pirates. The entire pirate ship's loot that we just destroyed. So yeah, what was I saying? I can't help but think that this would be a better, just pure skirmish game. If you had a smaller, tighter map, and it was just about fighting all the time, and you didn't have all of this trading and other stuff kind of just creating an artificial grind. And I know some people like trading and stuff. I like trading, actually. But when it's done with some depth, this game, trading and questing, has no depth to it at all. I mean, it's ultra shallow. It's super simplistic. I'm just going to back in here. Look, I just did a little reverse turn there. Is this not... Are we capturing it? Yeah, we are capturing it. Look, this is in the way, but... So, it's a capture the point game. Look, see, I'm now capturing this objective. When it reaches all the way around, this has now become our port here. There you go. You see, we've got a bunch of upgrades for doing that. Should we check what talents we've got? 2 of 5. Let's upgrade our hull again. We'll upgrade our sails. Oh, there we go. We spent all of our upgrades. Fine. Can we... we've got no quests currently, so we could deliver cargo to Upterville. What we want to do is go over here. So we want something for John, or maybe Far Creek. Upterville, Norishville, neither of those are places we actually really want to go. Let's say there is cargo. Look, there is trading, but it's very simplistically done. There's just things that they have and things that they want, and let's not dwell on that. Let's not dwell on that. I just don't think it's that sort of game. Again, like I said, the crew and stuff. This guy, He's the captain. He's not me. He's just an upgrade that I can equip to the ship, basically. So are the crew. They have they're just stats and icons, you know. Like there's no characterfulness there. There's no depth or anything, and that's fine if you accept it for what it is, which is that this is a skirmish combat game. Or at least that's the part of the game that seems well developed and seems to be the most fun for me. That's where I found I can have fun in this game. When I first approached it, I thought it was going to be a Sid Meier's type game. I thought it was going to be like an adventure role-playing game with open world sort of components and stuff, but I just can't get excited about anything. I mean, look, my ship is just a bunch of numbers. It doesn't even have a name, you know. My crew, everything's just icons. There's no crew management. There's no supplies. There's no wages. There's nothing. There's no morale. Upgrading the ship can be quite interesting. Let's have a look and see if maybe we've got enough money for some upgrades. We've got a bit of cash. Hemp sails. You know, it upgrades some of the numbers attached to the ship a little bit and downgrades a couple of them a little bit, including sails. Weirdly. You know, there's other stuff here. What, canvas sails, different things. We could get a new captain icon, which would again change the stats of the ship up and down slightly. We can dye the ship, or rather the sails, and we can equip other things. We do seem to have a hull in our inventory already, which we must have picked up out of one of the amazing floating casks of game pickup-iness. Let's equip this because it looks much better. Look at that. Look at those improved stats. Look at all the green numbers. It's amazing. Right. What about something else now? Alright, I think we're ready. We're going to head across to the east into this other game region. We got quite good stuff. We've got plenty of wood. Look, we've got some improved bits and pieces on our ship. I've already been into this region and it wasn't too difficult. I mean, there's a lot of pirates to be fair, but I was able to defeat sort of 2 or 3 of them at a time relatively easily. Should we start by capturing a lighthouse? Why not? I don't really know what lighthouses do. Is there? I don't see any name for these regions. I think it's just a region, you know. I mean, there's basically a grid of these, and you can move through them. And I think they probably get harder as you move away from your starting zones. There's a few places we could capture around here. There's a few places that we already own. It's obviously sort of under contention. I guess that bar at the top shows you how much it's under our control and how much it's under the pirates' control. More or less 50-50 at the moment. Let's see if we can do something about that. We will take the mighty ship without a name, and attack this watchtower thing, whatever it is, and we'll try and destroy it whilst it fires at us. If I just come about, come on guys! Target, it's only static, it's just sitting there. You must be able to hit a static tower with relative ease. Pounding away at it using my my special shot ability thing. I can imagine this will get a lot more fun as you start to get bigger ships and you get lots of cool abilities with different cooldowns on them. Oh, very kind of MMO inspired, isn't it? You know, like that kind of, you know, using various abilities to and maximizing your efficiency in the way you use those abilities. I think I might be a little bit too far away here at the moment. Let's move in a little bit closer and we'll just sit still and pound away at it. It's I'm not sure. It's probably the quickest way of destroying it. I may take a little bit more damage in the process, but we can always repair that afterwards. We just pound away at it with our cannons and our one ability. It'd be nice if maybe you started with more than one ability, or you quickly got them. I suppose this is kind of what I mean about the progression rate. The fact that you have to grind. I mean, what have we got? Like, I don't know. I can't really decipher any of that. In like an MMO, within the first half an hour of playing the game, certainly within the first hour of playing the game, we will have... can we capture this? I think we can capture it if we just sit here. Yeah, look, we're capturing it. You know, within the first half an hour, you will have picked up 2 or 3 new abilities, and your bar will start expanding out, and you will progress at a reasonably decent rate. Whereas in this, it feels like you have to grind for hours sometimes to make any sort of money at all, you know. I mean, like the next ship is like what, 2,500 odd gold or something, you know, which can maybe, if you just like head down, quest, trade, you'd make it relatively quickly. But it's so dull, you know. It's so dull. You want to go off and shoot some stuff, but you don't seem to make very much gold when you go off and shoot stuff. So I don't know. Anyway, we'll capture this place. Let's keep an eye out actually and see whether we get anything when we capture it. I think you do get some stuff when you capture it, but whether it's a lot of gold or not, I'm not entirely sure. It does take quite a long time. Some pirates might turn up and attack us whilst we're taking it. if we're lucky. If we're lucky, that'll happen. But I don't know. Maybe it won't. It doesn't look like it, does it? All right, we've taken it. Don't think we got anything. However, we can now use the port. So we can take a quest. Let's take that. And anything else of interest? Not really. Right, so let's go and hunt down that pirate. He's away to the north. Let us see what we can find as we hunt down the foul and nefarious pirates of this realm, and slowly, bit by bit, take over its settlements for the mighty faction to whom I belong, whose name I have forgotten. Because quite honestly, I don't care about any of the attempts at lore in this game, because the game just doesn't seem to care about them either. So why should I? You do get this rather handy marker, like direction thing, showing you where to go. So even when you're hunting pirates, you're not really hunting, you're just following the marker, which is good and bad. It'd be nice if you actually had to hunt them, but there would have to be systems put in place to be able to make that work. Ooh, is this him? This is not him. This is another pirate, but we're going to have to fight him anyway, because otherwise he's just going to chase us and keep firing at us. So let's take him out. Come on, boys, full sails, bring us around. We don't want to be sitting still in the water with this chap. This salty sea dog. We're going to send him to the briny deep. We're well on top of him. Look, he's almost dead already. Pow! Oh, one more salvo. There he goes. Boom, with a nice satisfying explosion. Yeah, so there's no capturing ships. There's no boarding actions, which is a bit of a shame. We can fully repair ourselves there. We've got loads of wood, so that's fine. Right, let's press on, see if we can find this other pirate. The one who we are questing to find. Somewhere in the north of this level, we will find him and destroy him. Like I said, I try and build a narrative anyway, but actually, it's just, it's fairly futile. At least it's futile for me. Maybe you won't think so. Who knows? There is enough to recommend this game, I think, or not recommend it. There is enough to justify this game's price, probably, but only just. And it depends what you're looking for. I think the game needs to... Whoa, there's a lot of pirates here. Wait a minute. We could be getting in a little over our head here. I'd like 2 I could probably handle. 3 at once, this could be a bit tricky. Let's just keep doing circles. Fire away, fire away. Come on, guys. Come on, my crew. My crew of great iconness and my ship of many numbers. We are going to destroy these 3 pirates. By orbiting around them. I don't know. Is there better maneuvers you can do in a ship? The wind effect doesn't seem to be strong enough to really be able to use the wind gauge in this game. Like you do slow down a little bit when you're going against the wind and speed up a little bit when you're going, with the wind, but it doesn't seem to be all that strong. And what I've found so far, basically, is what you need to do is keep your broadside facing them, and that, generally speaking, means... Yeah, look, we took another one out. That generally means just keep turning. Turn around in circles around them so that you can keep your broadsides firing. Look at that guy. He's stuck up there, which is good for me, because I definitely couldn't handle another pirate at this point. I think I may be able to take out these guys. Look at my health, is pretty low. My hit points are pretty low. Fortunately, I don't think it reduces the effectiveness of the ship at all. I think you're basically... Oh, look, another one. Look, we took out another one. Look at this awesome display of sea-based... Another pirate! What's going on? This is ridiculous. This is actually ridiculous. If we stay in really close to this one, it can't fire at us. Should we try and do that? No, we've lost it. Okay, now he's firing. Now they're both firing at us. Run away! Run away from the pirates! We cannot hope to take them. We'll collect that on the way, though. Very nice. We'll just hoover it up using our magical pickup nets. And another one. Nice. I think we're going to outrun them, actually. If we keep going this way... Is that a settlement up ahead? It's a friendly ship, which is good. That's definitely a help. Another pirate. Oh, come on! This place has got a lot of pirates in it. A lot. I think we lost the settlement that we took again as well. I don't know. I haven't really managed to make much progress in capturing these realms. I don't know if it's just because my ship isn't good enough yet. I can't win fights quickly enough, or if I just haven't tried for long enough. I'm not sure what you really gain by taking over regions either, in all honesty. Like, maybe you can make more gold here, like from the quests or something. I'm not sure. Like I said, I've not really gotten far enough to know that this is looking pretty bad. This guy is pounding away at us. Run away once again. More running away, please. We just want to be left in peace so that we can repair our ship. Is that too much to ask for? Alright, I think we've done it. I think we are clear. I think we're free and clear. This is the edge of the world, or the edge of the zone. Let's stop here. We'll repair our ship. And actually, I think we'll probably end the episode there as well. So, thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I know it's been a bit of a weird Wednesday. I don't normally do these, or I try and avoid doing these on games that I'm dubious about. I prefer making videos about games that I unequivocally love. You know, that are fantastic games, or at least that I recognise are really great games, and I don't have severe reservations over them. I do have quite a lot of reservations over this game. It's certainly not a game that I would recommend to anybody to buy without looking into it first. It is only £10, so it's relatively cheap. There is the possibility that there will be more development in this game, but you know, it's been called released by its developer, and therefore I think you can assume that future developments will be on a relatively small scale rather than a larger scale. But anyway, on that note, I think I am going to sign off. Thanks a lot for watching, everybody. I have been Weird Wizard, and I will see you later. And next week on Weird Wednesday, in honor of the sequel, which will be coming out very soon, we will be taking a long overdue look at Magicka. That's right, we'll be taking a proper wizarding game out for a spin, for a change. Tomorrow, City Skylines, and of course on Friday we'll be taking our regular retro dive into the Viking world of Rune.